All right, here we go, gang. So I'm coming out of a coaching session and we're talking about an objection a realtor got with send me the list of off-market properties. So the agent says, hey, look, we have off-market opportunities. How do you feel about considering off-market opportunities? This was for an internet lead who said she was already working with an agent, and our agent, the agent on our team, got the objection. Well, hey, look, I'm already working with this agent, and our agent says, well, hey, how about off-market opportunities? How do you feel about that? She goes, well, yeah, I'd be interested in that. And then the objection was, well, just send me the list of off-market opportunities. Okay, so we broke down exactly how to deal with getting the objection, send me a list of off-market opportunities. Okay, now look, we actually have a database, albeit a small one, of shadow inventory, people who said that they want to sell their home. Through all the prospecting that we do, we data bank people who go, well, I consider selling off-market. Now, for whatever reason, we're not able to set that appointment or to be able to move forward with them, and there's plenty of reasons why that happens. We data bank them, and now we're going back and we're reviewing those people on a weekly basis to see if there's an opportunity to either move them forward and list that property or to match them up for an off-market opportunity. Okay, so now we have that. You may not have that, okay? So the response appropriately, because he didn't get the appointment and wasn't able to move forward, so we worked on that objection this morning in regards to when somebody says, well, yeah, tell me more about off-market opportunities. So the response was that we coached around was, look, that's awesome. I'm glad that you're open to off-market opportunities. Okay, so first was gratitude. So whenever you get an objection, which is really a question, a doubt, an insecurity, a fear in the mind of the prospect, and they ask a buying question like, well, yeah, what are off-market opportunities about? Or they show some interest. Okay, be grateful for that. And so the very first response needs to be gratitude and appreciation. The fact that they're even interested in what you're saying and you have an opportunity to keep talking about something, look, express gratitude. So the response was, hey, that's awesome. I'm super grateful that you're even thinking about off-market opportunities. That says to me that you care about the direction that you're headed and you're still open to exploring opportunities and possibilities. So let's talk about that. So we do have a shadow inventory in regards to sellers who are considering to sell, but they're just not on the market yet. The ability to match up what you want and what's actually there is an even further measure, and why we should sit down and learn a little bit more about what you're looking for, because obviously I don't want to waste your time. But can I tell you, Mrs. Seller, Mrs. Buyer, can I tell you, Mrs. Buyer, just how we actually go about finding off-market opportunities? Now, I got to be careful. I don't want to talk too much. So I asked a question to be able to continue the engagement, because I want a conversation where we're going back and forth. Now, I explained that there was opportunity with the shadow inventory, people that we're talking with that are actually not on the market, and that there's a possibility there, but understanding what she's looking for and what she wants, the buyer, is more important initially, so that we can see if we can even make any matches there versus just sending her a list. Because there's no real list. We have to, it's not like sending them listings. We have to understand what she wants at a higher level. And so that's further purpose to create value and opportunity to get to the appointment, which is, look, we need to sit down and talk for me to understand what you're looking for at a higher level. Okay, then for me to ask that question, to transition to the second part of what the value is at the appointment, which is, look, we go out and find properties and search for them based off of what you're looking for. So we're gonna spend time and energy and money, and we're gonna go out and hunt and find those properties that you're really looking for. And there's several different ways that we can do that. And when we sit down and talk, we'll not only learn what's important to you and what you want in the time that you want it specifically, but we'll be able to dive into the different methods we use to go out and find properties so that you are not just looking in one place. How do you feel about a realtor who's using multiple resources to be able to go find properties that are beyond the multiple listing service? How would you feel about that? Well, yeah, I'd be interested in that. Great. So let's just sit down and talk, and I'll be able to share with you how we do that. And look, at the least, you'll be getting clarity with your options and what you may be able to do to, in this very competitive market still, find different ways to go out and find the property that you're looking for. And look, I appreciate you're not going to do anything unless it makes sense for you. And of course, you feel comfortable. Is that right? She says, yes. I go, great. So we can meet this afternoon, or does tomorrow work better for you? Is it weekdays or weekends? Now, I provide options. I don't ask for the appointment. I provide options for the appointment. And that's how you go about providing value for off-market opportunities. Now, what are the off-market opportunities that you go out and hunt for? Well, I don't know. What are your off-market opportunities that you go out and hunt for? Do you call for sell by owners? Do you call expireds? Do you circle prospect? Do you call absentee homeowners? Do you aggressively and specifically and intentionally engage your network, engage your company, engage your community? Look, you got to figure out what you're doing and when you're doing it for to be able to legitimately say, we have up to 8 different ways that we go out and find off-market opportunities. And when somebody says something like, just send me a list or just send me some information, you can re-engage to create value for an opportunity for the appointment. You disassociate commitment from the outcome. Hey, I know you're not going to do anything unless it makes sense for you. And then they feel more comfortable. And then their subconscious goes, yeah, I want to talk to this person a little bit more. I want to find out what's going on there a little bit more. And because being strategic about dealing with someone who is engaged in a conversation worth $250,000, $500,000, $1 million, more than $1 million. Now that's the purchase price, right? But really for you, this is commission, right? So for you, this could be a $10,000 conversation. For you, this could be a $30,000 conversation. You're going to have to be a lot more than just nice. You're going to have to be a little bit more strategic about engaging a conversation that's going somewhere. And when you deliver with energy and confidence, people are attracted to confidence. That's when you're going to start making more connections. That's how you care at a higher level to be able to connect with more people so that I can serve more people. Real Sales Talk.